Hey, what's going on? Chris here, day 16, Light It Up Video Challenge. So the prompt today is to share a childhood memory. I like this one. This is a good one. Um, One thing my dad and I, we had season tickets to the San Francisco 49ers, okay? American football. And in the 80s, if you remember or follow American football back then, I was very fortunate that the 49ers were one of the greatest teams ever. And I think they won three or four championships during the 80s, which was like right when I was a kid. And so we used to go to the games. And I do remember when I was I think I was 8 years old, and the 49ers were playing the Chicago Bears in the championship game. So whoever won that game would go to the Super Bowl. And I still remember this game. I remember waking up that morning being so excited, and my dad and I we drove to the game, and I remember being on the freeway. And actually, Neve might remember this. When you go on Highway 101 and you go around that bend where South San Francisco is, and then as soon as you turn that bend, you can see the stadium like from far away, and it was like this. You're getting closer and closer as you get closer to this, to the stadium. It's getting bigger and bigger, and as an 8-year-old, it's really cool to have that whole thing happen as you're driving on Highway 101. So uh, so we get to the game, and the traffic is crazy. I remember all this, and I remember we parked in a different parking lot in the mud because it was like it had been raining up to that point. I remember the whole walk all the way there to seeing a lot of 49er fans and a few Bears fans, and everyone teasing that Bears fan. Just a ton of people. We get to the game and we get our food, and I can actually be there in my mind and see the whole game, replay it over and over and over again from that exact seat that I was sitting in. And I remember, having hot chocolate and being around all these adults and a couple of kids, and it and the 49ers won. Obviously, maybe I wouldn't have remembered it as much if they didn't win, but they beat them real bad. I think it was 23-0. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was 23-0. It was 23-0. Of course, I remember the score, right? I probably remember all the players on both teams too, because I had the program. I remember going through that program like anytime I had a chance and reading it and looking at how old they were, when their birthdays were, what town they grew up in. But that whole day was really cool for an 8-year-old. And my son right now is 8, and I sort of try to remember how I saw the world at 8, and I kind of try to remind myself that he's 8, and these are times that you'll always remember, so to make it really fun for him. And anytime I take my son to a game, I think of how fun it must be for him to go with his dad, and because my dad took me to a lot of games when I was younger. I was very fortunate to go through all that and experience that. So that stadium, I believe, is no longer there. So it was a little bit sad when they had to demolish it, but it's still there in my mind, and to me, it hasn't been demolished. It never will be, and I can still remember being in that car in the shotgun seat in my dad's truck, and going around the corner there on Highway 101, and seeing the stadium and peeking over like that. Where is that? Okay, there it is. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. So, fun times, fun childhood, and definitely remember that. So, looking forward to hearing everybody else's, and we'll see you on day 17. All right, have a great day.